but it's the first drive of the game and emotions are running high. Someone forgot that, tried to make a big play, and gave up a bigger one instead.
A first down carry for Henry. And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Watch twist. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Check. Crunch.
Newton now to throw. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 22-yard line.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already in the field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose. On second down, here's Henry. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. Throwing on third down, Newton. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Coleman. No doubt a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. The first carry now. This is Johnson. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
I'm here all day. Rerun.
Well, Stafford. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot, because we saw the catch there, right? He made it, but he's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back.
Set, lady. Mike Spot 59.
Stafford on third down. That's to his running back, Kerryon Johnson. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
Yeah, we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got the turnover. We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Check. Watch 54. 50. He's not going to get me.
From the 41, Stafford. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Galladay. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
He gets this one to Johnson. At 5 yards on the play there, the drive will continue. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. The first down carry here for Johnson. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. First down for the Lions on a nice pickup of 18 yards. Relatively small sample size, but that's his longest run of the first quarter. Bounced it out to the outside to make it successful.
And to get there, you actually need some help. It's not just your pure speed getting to the corner, making sure that the blocking is taken care of inside so the pursuit doesn't get you. And oftentimes, those wide receivers, tight ends that might be flexed out, they've got to control the edge and make sure no one from the outside can spill the play before he gets there.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
32.
They'll run it with Johnson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Check out Libra.
They'll run on first down. Johnson. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Monday. Go. 54's Mike. Check.
They'll try the air now with Stafford. He finds his man Johnson. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
Hey, 54. Hey, Steve 6. Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together. Mike 5-4.
They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
2nd down and goal. Stafford. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Now Stafford on 3rd and goal. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. A great effort there. There to make the grab as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Extra point good by Prater, and that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what, a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
20.
On 2nd and 12. Newton. It's complete. This is Derrick Henry. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. Newton on third down. Forced out to his left. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Well, they only needed a small gain on third down. They end up getting over 30 yards. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. On first down, Henry. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurtling through them.
They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on second and goal. Derrick Henry. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on third and goal. Back to throw, Newton. This is caught. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on fourth and goal from the 1. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on fourth and goal from the 1.
Watch, twitch. 8. Kill. 8. Watch that. 8.
They'll run for it with Henry. And he didn't get there. Knocked backwards to the 2-yard line. The big back Derrick Henry held out of the end zone. And the Lion defense able to come up there with a goal line stand. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. You're under 30 seconds to go. Field position not great. Time to call it a half, wouldn't you say?
Well, you know we all have that little extra gene that says let's push the envelope a little bit, right? What needs to be going through the play caller's mind right now, a potential fumbled snap that can get returned, a strip sack that can get returned, right? Any of those types of plays, that should be a deterrent to calling something that could get you in big trouble.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Alert!
Stafford going to give this one off to Johnson. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on third down. From the gun, a run for Johnson. And they will bottle him up behind the line, and now will they use a timeout? And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with fourth down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. Now let's see how the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11. So they will go for it. Stafford. And he's got Amendola on the connection.
That's it, baby. We gonna work.
And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout.
Let's go, fellas. Set. Blue 60. Black 5-4. You must be 53. Ready. White.
The final shot before the break. Stafford looking downfield for Jones. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Eluding the pressure right. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Blue 60! 54!
Hey, we're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet.
10!
Right there. 54, right there. 54, Mike. Here we go, D. Here I come again.
Middle!
Here I come again.
Throwing on third down, Stafford. Complete, it's Johnson. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks.
Bravo!
They are going to go for it. It's Stafford. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on fourth. 2 first downs have them up to the 41 now for 1st and 10.
Double dog, that's the way.
Double right!
54.
Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Yeah, that was a safety that came through and made the play, but there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker, and we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed a big hit for a loss.
Let's go. Pick it up, D. You go tight.
22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber.
Again, it's Johnson. 7 yards on the carry. Make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Set, 280.
Mike 5-4. He's time.
0.
Hey, one set. Check, Mike.
From the gun on third down, Stafford. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack by Harold Landry, the former Boston College Eagle. They'll try and throw for it here. It's caught. Jones. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. He'll get 17 that time, and the Lions have a first down.
First down, Lions.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43.
Watch out.
32.
A shotgun snap for Stafford. Looking downfield for Jones. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. 23 yards the pickup there.
It's a gain of 23 yards. First down, Detroit.
Stafford now 5 straight completions here in this second half. First and 10. Running from the gun, Johnson. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Faking the give to Johnson. Now it's Stafford. He'll buy some time right. His throw caught at about the 5. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. So he was... past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
So the illegal forward pass also cost him a down, and now it's second and long.
Tighten down. There you go.
From the shotgun, it's Vick. He completes it to Henry. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee. So from the 36 now, first and 10. Working out of the gun, Michael Vick. It's brought in by Adam Humphries. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down. They'll run on first down. It's Henry, and very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs. The last run got a couple. Here's second and 8. Here's Vick. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 38-yard line. Back now in Nashville. It's Titan football here as they trail to begin the fourth quarter.
Ready?
Vick operating on first down. And caught by Henry. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. First down, Titans, gain of 12.
Right here. 57. Mike, 57.
Vick goes play action. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Christian Jones, the one who picked it.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Now listen, it's a team game, we know that, but where would these guys be right now, Charles, without their defense? They take over here following the turnover. Defense did it again, but on offense they have to feel like, hey, we need to do something.
You're exactly right. You just mentioned it. The defense did it again. They bailed them out on a number of occasions in this contest. It's time for them to repay the defense at the least. Keep the ball for a while. Give those guys a break so they can catch their breath.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Kill, kill, kill.
Hey, 5-0.
They go to Johnson again. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. From the gun, here's Stafford. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 49. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Greg Joseph on for the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They begin the drive with Johnson. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. Here's Johnson. He's been busy this afternoon. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Third down.
The Lions on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Out of the gun, Stafford. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. And the Titans going to signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. From the gun, Stafford. Johnson's got it complete. That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 44-yard line.
Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Johnson. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. Big hook up there. Forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. Charles, defensively, 1 timeout left. Do you use it here, or do you let it roll to the 2-minute warning?
I would use it here because you're going to get the 2-minute warning stoppage as well, and then that means you have to snap the ball again. Something could happen. Something could go awry. You could get the ball back. I wouldn't let it run.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. They'll keep it on the ground. Johnson, and he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
And that's the type of run that they're looking for, because they'll need to continue to rely on them to move the sticks in this tight game in order to preserve this lead.
Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10.
Bang, 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 bang. Slam, slam. Shoot, shoot.
There's a 20th carry for Johnson. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. 14 yards. And the Lions are able to extend their lead.
Well, that was absolutely ideal for them, wasn't it? Trying to salt this game away. I think one of my kids just graduated in the amount of time they had the football. That was absolutely impressive.
Everybody wants those salt-away-the-game drives. What makes them successful?
Well, when you're able to mix run-pass, when you're able to control the football and stay ahead of the chains, I'm using every cliche I know, but that's how you get it done, because you're not taking negative plays, and that way you're able to run what you want to run when you get a chance to call it.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does, depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
Throwing, Vic. Open man is Cameron Batson. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And an alley to run. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 1st down, Titans, gain of 12.